Hey y'all, it's Alicia and welcome back to Alicia's Crafty Hoplop. If you're new here, welcome and happy Sunday to you. And to my returning folks, happy Sunday y'all. Okay, I have to start off today in case you missed the end of my incredible video about Donna Dreams and the patterning package of inspiration she sent me. I have to read this to you again because I swear to you this is going up on my wall. Life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in an attractive and well-preserved body, but rather to skid in sideways, body thoroughly used up, totally worn out, screaming, "Woohoo! What a ride!" Is that not the most amazing quote? I feel like this is going up on my wall, Donna. That's how, that quote from Donna that she attached to the back of that book is like the motto of my life. And I am crazy about it. I'm just crazy about it. And I had to share it with you in case you missed it at the end of the last video. It was too special not to share and repeat. I'm coming on today with a product that I had a lot of fun playing with this weekend, so I could show it to you and share it with you. And this actually came as a recommendation from one of the students I taught 4 years ago. She was so excited to share with me this week and the results of it and all the possibilities. It's called Clear Granule Gel, and it is a gloss acrylic gel with coarse acrylic granules built into it. And basically, folks, it looks like this. And they suggest you apply it with a palette knife. You can apply it with a palette knife from the dollar store. Quite frankly, you can apply it with a plastic knife. You know, you get in a package of cutlery. You can use a real knife and just clean it off carefully afterwards. It looks like a white, kind of like that white fake snow stuff that you can get at the craft store. It lays on kind of the same way. Here's what I'll warn you about. When it dries, it does dry clear. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you in detail. But it does, like Mod Podge, show the brush strokes. So you need to practice with it a little. If you're creating, like for instance, right away I thought about using this to emulate water. If you're going to use it to create like ocean waves and texture, you want to think about the movement of the ocean and do your strokes of your knife that way so that it works for the piece and not against it. But all that said, this product, and forgive this because I tried to show this to you earlier, and the only way I can really show it to you properly is using the flashlight on my camera, because otherwise you're going to miss the detail. All right. Do you see all that granulized? Now you can see it. Do you see it? Okay, so let me show it to you like that. See the texture? Yeah, it's pretty incredible, right? Now you're seeing it. So basically what happens is you can mix this gel with any color. You can mix it with gold, black, green, purple, whatever you want. And it will take on the color that you mix it with. I tested it clear on top of a piece of cardstock, mixed media cardstock that can handle wet mediums well. And I also topped that with blue inexpensive craft paint that then I use chromo on, which is another product that bursts through streaks of chrome like streaking. It's kind of like our crackle medium, but it leaves a lot more to chance. And a lot of fine artists use it for mixed media. It's a pretty cool product because, as you can see, it just alters the iterations, and depending on how much of chromo you use determines how much it's altered. But I wanted to test it on chromo, and I'll tell you why. I didn't know how well these granules would stick. So you see, it's an amazing texture, guys. When you run your hand over it, it's like running your hand over shards of glass. I'm not kidding. So I saw all sorts of possibilities for us with this, which is why I'm bringing it on. And if I put on the horrible, annoying flashlight again, you will be able to see it better. But basically, I thought about like if you're creating a beach scene and you want there to be granules of sand, well, guys, this is the product for you, because if you mix this medium with brown, take a look at how texturized that would be, right? Or for me, if I wanted to create a water scene with bubbles for like, you know, something, that would be perfect. So this creates incredible texture. Now, where do you get it? How much is it? Is it worth the money? It's often $12. I'm not gonna lie, it's a large tub. Like this would take me all year to use if I used it all the time. I got it for $6 at a half price sale minus my faculty discount. I got it at Blick. But Jerry's, which is an art store all across America, has it often marked down for a lot less money. Jerry's is often an inexpensive option. In fact, I should share with you that sometimes I buy things like Crackle Medium at Jerry's and not at a craft store because it's a lot less money. I watch for their sales because Golden is a really top quality art product. It does tend to be about $10, $12, but someone always has it on sale. You know, 40, 50% off. Wait for the sale. This tub will last you all year. The Susan Tootsie Tuckers of the world, I'm telling you, This product in your hands, I don't even know what's going to happen, because this it's not just about making sand. It's not just about making oceans and granules of ocean. In your hands, I don't even know what this is going to become, but it's something magical, and I know that for sure. And one of the things we do well here is we share with each other when we find a really interesting product. And notice I'm not really showing you the chromo. The chromo for me is a great product because I want a little bit of chance. When I'm making an ATC, an artist trading card, I feel it should represent me, the creator, which can be kind of like chance, and I have to do lots of prototyping and whatever. Chromo for me is perfect because I don't want to control the whole thing. I want to have some surprise in my background. But I don't think that's for everybody on here. This product, this really in the right hands could make our work so much more interesting and dimensional. So this was worth a product share. But again, it's $12 for a tub that is heavy and will last all year. But it's better if you can get it at 50% off. The other thing I want to share with you is that I too got my Heartfelt Creations mold. And I'm super grateful to Carrie Martin. I am super grateful to Misty C. Like Susan Tootsie Tucker, I am grateful to anyone who takes a $2 flat die and teaches us how to better make it into a work of art, which is exactly what Misty C and Carrie Martin did for us, thanks to this. Now, again, I got mine on sale, and there was only one left, and I took the last one, which I know is terrible, but hopefully they'll restock on Amazon and put it on sale again. But I'm with Susan Tootsie Tucker. As much as this has improved greatly, the quality, it is nowhere near the artfulness of Misty's. So I'm like Susan. I feel like I know Misty has a lot on her plate right now, so this is probably not a good month for tutorials. But perhaps in the future, Misty, you could show us how to better utilize this product. Already, it's making a huge difference in my work and in Susan's work. Folks, and I know it's a hefty investment. $20, it's a hefty investment. But if you have more than two, like I've got 2 flower dies, right? That's all I've got. Sorry, that's my tummy. If you've got like 6, this is for sure worthwhile because it's going to take those and actually make them artful to a place where you can actually turn them into something beautiful. And if Misty eventually has time to give us the tutorial, I am telling you, this is a game changer tool. And I only had 2 flower dies. Imagine if you have 6, 7, 8, which some of you do, this is something you want to get your hands on. And I agree totally with Carrie Martin. If you're only going to get one of them, get the rose mold because even though it says it's roses, actually it's all different. And I can, I think Susan already showed that, but I could show it to you too. It's not really for roses only. And although you can make rolled up roses with it, it can be used for all sorts of flowers. So if you're only going to buy one, I would get this one. So, I was watching and catching up on videos and comments this morning, and I was really inspired by so many things. And as always, I love to share them with you. Not just from my video about what Donna sent, but in general, that I'm trying to learn how to build 3D cartons. Not the easiest thing for this girl. Not at all. And so what did I see this morning? Wanda Sweets. And she has built this beautiful, epically large birthday box. And really, folks, when I looked at it, I was like grinning. Because I was like, who wouldn't want to get that? Now, if y'all remember what Jellybean made, she made that amazing box creation, construction, filled with things. This is very much in that vein. But Wanda's done some really innovative things with it. Like she didn't have magnets on hand, so she built a top opening, which I thought was really innovative. But I'm going to put the video down below. I think this was a great project share. She was doing it as a design team share for the Craft Love store, which I've told you I've had success in ordering from recently also. I'm starting to think that they're innovating some really good dies. I'm hoping, hint, hint, Craft Love store, that you bring on more people like Wanda to develop dies that perhaps are more what we're looking for and more what we're hoping to use. But certainly, I watched this demonstration this morning and thought, not only could Wanda build a great box, but she's innovated some changes to the box that I think work really well. And who would want to make this for someone? It's pretty inspiring. So I've listed that down below. We have lots of great things happening currently. Marilyn's made a very significant change. And I'm sure you've all noticed because we see her every day now. And Marilyn, I got to tell you, I already enjoyed your channel, but having you face to face for me made such a big difference. So I loved it. And I just wanted to say out loud, I think this was a brilliant shift for your channel. And I love seeing your face every day and saying good morning to you. And believe me, I understand the vulnerability. You get this girl, looking the way she does today. No of the fancy halo light and fancy makeup. This is me being real in the moment. So I get the nervousness that accompanies that, at least initially. but I think it's just done wonders. And I think it makes it, you're already easy to connect with, but I think you've made yourself more accessible, more real for each of us. And I just wanted to say great job. Great job, guys. What I've noticed this quarter is the mindfulness people have had about their channels. You know, who do you want to be? When we teach this at school, we call it branding. Like, what's your personal branding? And that's a fancy way of saying, what's your channel really about? What do you stand for? What are you about? How do you best represent that to the public, right? And as I said today, I think Marilyn made a decision that one of the gifts she offers everybody on her channel is her connectivity with everybody, her real, genuine connectivity and excitement over products, excitement over creativity and creating gorgeous cards, and also trying to help us better understand products that she's trying to understand, and lately, storage tips too. So that was a great decision for her channel. Notice Heather came on today, which I was like just smiling. I was beaming because first of all, she took a day of self-care, which we all talk about on here, how important it is, and we don't do it often enough. Second of all, she talked about this whole idea of like, why do we dye our hair? And of course she looked stunning. And I was so excited to see that you had worked with a stylist who understood you, because wow, your hair looked beautiful. But I'm always amazed at your bravery, Heather, always. And I love that you came on. You're like, I'm just going to embrace the gray, folks. I'm done with the color. I'm just done. And so again, for Heather, that is very much Heather and her channel. And I was like, you go, girl. You just tell it the way it is, put it out there bravely, and set a great example for everybody else. So I was beaming this morning. I was beaming. I have been so grateful to catch up on videos. I am catching up on comments because you noticed that you're starting to get responses, and glad to be back in the swing of things. I love Sundays because I do a whole bunch of planning, and I'm working out how to get out all the Happy Meal and the challenges out this week. But certainly your girl is in better control of her ship this week, and very excited to be back on here with you and wishing you a happy, healthy, and creative Sunday. I hope whatever you're doing is something crafty. And if you're not crafting, I hope you're spending quality time with friends and family. Because folks, you know, that quote from Donna meant a lot for a reason. It's true. You know, we can seek perfection in everything we do, or we can just embrace this ride and make the most out of every day. And maybe along the way we might get a few bruises and bumps, but at least then we've lived our fullest life. And I think that's the mark of a life well lived, right? That's the mark of a life well lived. Wishing each of you a very productive, happy, and rewarding Sunday. Bye for now.